Hey everyone, welcome back to English Buzz Podcast, the channel where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Grayson. How's it going, Olivia?
I'm doing great. Oh my gosh, Grayson, can you believe it's 2026 already?
I know, right? It feels like we were just celebrating New Year's Eve, and now here we are.
Time really flies. So did you make any New Year's resolutions this year?
You know what? I did. I want to read more books this year. I always say I'm going to read more, but then I get distracted by Netflix.
Oh, I totally understand. Netflix is so tempting. But hey, reading more is a great goal.
Thanks. What about you? Any resolutions?
Yeah, I want to exercise more consistently. Not like crazy workouts, just, moving my body every day, even if it's just a walk.
That's awesome. I think a lot of people have similar goals. Actually, speaking of goals,
Yeah?
I've been thinking about our listeners. All the amazing people who tune in every week to practice their English.
Oh, I love our listeners. They're the best.
They really are. And I was thinking, I wonder what their goals are for 2026. I bet a lot of them want to improve their English, right?
Oh, absolutely. We get messages all the time from people saying they want to speak more confidently.
Exactly. And that's actually what I wanted to talk about today. Because I know that 2026 can be a really special year for anyone who's been struggling with speaking English.
Ooh, I like where you're going with this.
Right? So today we want to have a really honest conversation about confidence, about fear, about finally breaking through and speaking English the way you've always wanted to.
Yes, and if you've been listening to our podcast for a while, or if you're brand new here, welcome. Today's episode is for you.
We're going to talk about why speaking English feels so scary sometimes, and more importantly, how you can overcome that fear this year.
We'll share some mindset shifts, practical tips, and a real action plan that you can start using today.
So, whether you're listening while you're commuting to work, cooking dinner, at the gym, or just chilling at home, stay with us for the next 22 minutes.
Because this might just be the conversation that changes everything for you. Sound good?
All right, let's get into it.
Okay, so let's start here. Grayson, when we talk to our listeners, what's the number one thing they tell us they struggle with?
Oh, hands down. It's confidence. They say things like, I understand English pretty well, but when I try to speak, I freeze.
Yes, or I'm afraid people will laugh at my mistakes.
Exactly. And you know what? That fear is completely normal. It's so common.
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. Imagine you're in a meeting at work, or you're ordering coffee, or you're trying to make a new friend, and you want to say something, but your brain is like, wait, is this sentence correct? What if I sound stupid?
And then you just don't say anything at all.
Right. Or you say it, but you're so nervous that you stumble over the words, and then you feel embarrassed, and then you think, see, I can't do this.
That's the cycle. And it's tough because the more you avoid speaking, the harder it becomes to speak. It's like, when you avoid doing something for so long that it becomes this huge, scary thing in your mind?
Oh, yeah, totally. Like when you avoid calling the dentist and then it becomes this monster in your head, but when you finally call, it's not that bad.
Exactly. Perfect example. Speaking English is kind of like that. The fear builds up, but the actual act of doing it, not as scary as you think.
So if you're listening right now and thinking, that's me, that's exactly how I feel, first of all, you are not alone.
Not at all. Millions of English learners feel this way. We get messages every single day from people who say, I'm so scared to speak.
And here's what we want you to know. That fear, it doesn't mean you're not good enough. It doesn't mean you'll never be confident. It just means you're human.
Exactly. Even native speakers get nervous sometimes. I remember when I had to give a presentation at work last year, and I was so nervous, and English is my first language.
Right? Nerves are normal. But here's the good news.
You can overcome them.
You absolutely can, and that's what we're going to talk about today.
Okay, so let's talk about why 2026 is different. Why this year is your year to finally speak English confidently.
Yes, and I'm not just saying this because it's New Year's and we're all excited. There's actually real psychology behind this.
Tell us.
So, there's something called the fresh start effect. Basically, our brains love new beginnings. When we have a clear marker like a new year, a new month, or even a Monday,
Oh, like Monday motivation.
exactly, our brains see it as a chance to start fresh. It's like all the mistakes from last year, right? They're in the past. This is a clean slate.
I love that. So 2026 is literally a fresh start for everyone listening.
Yes, and here's the thing. Maybe you tried to improve your English speaking in 2025 and it didn't work out. Maybe you gave up. Maybe life got busy.
That's okay.
Totally okay. That was 2025. This is 2026. You get to try again.
And you know what else? You're already further along than you think. Think about it. If you're listening to this podcast right now, you're understanding us, right?
Right. You're comprehending English. That's huge.
The gap between understanding and speaking, it's not as big as you think. You have all this knowledge in your head. You just need to bring it out.
Exactly. It's like having all the ingredients for a recipe, but being too scared to cook. You already have what you need. You just need to start doing it.
I love that analogy. And here's another important thing we need to talk about.
What's that?
The difference between fluency and confidence.
Ooh, yes. This is important.
So many learners think I need to be fluent before I can speak confidently, but actually, it's the opposite.
You need to speak confidently to become fluent.
Exactly. You don't wait until you're perfect. You start speaking now with confidence, even if you make mistakes, and that's how you become fluent.
Yes, because fluency isn't about being perfect. It's about communicating effectively. It's about expressing your ideas, even if your grammar isn't 100% correct.
Right. Think about native speakers. We make mistakes all the time.
All the time. We say, we forget words, we use the wrong tense sometimes.
I literally said I seen instead of I saw last week, and I'm a native speaker.
See? Nobody's perfect. So why are you holding yourself to this impossible standard?
Exactly. And here's what we want you to remember. Mistakes are not failures. Mistakes are proof that you're learning.
Say that again for the people in the back.
Mistakes are proof that you're learning. Every mistake you make is actually progress. It means you're trying. It means you're brave enough to speak.
And that's what 2026 is about. Being brave, taking chances, speaking even when it's scary.
So, are you ready to make this your year?
Because we believe in you. We really do.
All right, let's talk about mindset. Because before we get into practical tips, we need to talk about what's happening in your head.
Yes, because your mindset is everything. You can have all the tips and strategies in the world, but if you don't believe you can do it, it won't work.
Exactly. So let's do a little mindset makeover right now.
I love it. Okay, first mindset shift. Stop comparing yourself to native speakers.
Oh, this is a big one.
Right? So many learners listen to native speakers and think, I'll never sound like that. But here's the truth.
You don't need to sound like a native speaker.
Exactly. Your goal isn't to sound American or British or Australian. Your goal is to communicate clearly. That's it.
And honestly, having an accent is totally fine. It's part of who you are. It shows that you speak multiple languages, which is amazing.
Yes. I mean, think about famous people who speak English with accents. Antonio Banderas, Penelope Cruz, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold, I'll be back.
Exactly. He has a strong accent, but he's one of the most successful actors in Hollywood. Nobody cares about his accent because he communicates confidently.
That's the key word. Confidence. People respond to confidence, not perfect pronunciation.
Absolutely. Okay. Second mindset shift. Progress over perfection.
Love this one. So what does this mean?
It means you focus on getting better, not being perfect. Instead of thinking, I need to speak perfectly, think, I'm going to speak a little better today than I did yesterday.
Yes, small improvements add up over time. If you improve just 1% every day, by the end of 2026, you'll be a completely different speaker.
Exactly. And here's the thing about perfection. It's boring.
What do you mean?
I mean, when you're too focused on being perfect, you don't take risks. You don't try new words or new expressions. You play it safe.
Oh, that's so true.
But when you focus on progress, you're free to experiment. You can try that new idiom you learned, you can attempt a joke in English, you can mess up and laugh about it.
And that's when real learning happens, when you're playing with the language, having fun with it.
Exactly. Okay, third mindset shift. You are enough right now.
Ooh, I love this one.
You don't need to wait until you're ready to start speaking. You're ready right now. At your current level, whatever that is, you are enough.
Yes, because here's what happens when you wait. You say, I'll start speaking when I know more vocabulary. Then you learn more vocabulary. And you say, well, now I need to work on my grammar. Then you work on grammar and you say, but my pronunciation isn't good enough yet.
It never ends.
Never. There's always something else to improve. But you know what? You can improve while you're speaking.
Exactly. Speaking and learning happen at the same time. You don't learn first and then speak. You speak and learn simultaneously.
So repeat after me in your head. I am enough. My English is enough. I can start today.
And finally, fourth mindset shift. Failure is impossible.
Wait, what?
Hear me out. When you're learning a language, you literally cannot fail. Whenever you speak, even if it's awkward or wrong, you're practicing. You're learning.
Oh, I see what you mean. The only way to fail is to not try at all.
Exactly. If you don't speak, you don't improve. But if you speak, even badly, you're winning.
I love that perspective. So basically, you've already won by trying.
Yes, every conversation is a victory. Every sentence you say, every word you attempt, that's success.
Okay, I'm feeling motivated. Are you feeling motivated?
Yes, let's get into the practical tips now.
All right, here we go. 5 practical tips to help you speak English confidently in 2026. Ready?
Let's do it.
Tip number 1. Speak English every single day, even if it's just to yourself.
This is huge. You don't need a conversation partner to practice speaking.
Exactly. You can talk to yourself. I know it sounds weird, but it works.
It's not weird at all. Think about it. What do you do every day? You probably narrate your life in your native language, right? Like, okay, I need to make coffee now. Where are my keys? Oh, I'm running late.
Yes, I do that all the time.
So do it in English. Narrate your day in English. Like, I'm making breakfast. I need to check my email. The weather is nice today.
Simple sentences, but you're training your brain to think in English.
Exactly. And here's another thing you can do. Describe what you see. Look around your room and describe it in English.
I see a blue lamp, there's a window with white curtains, my phone is on the table.
Perfect. You're building fluency without any pressure because nobody's listening. It's just you practicing.
All right, tip number 2. Start with safe people.
Yes, don't jump into the deep end right away. Start speaking with people who are supportive and patient.
Like other English learners, they understand your struggles because they're going through the same thing.
Exactly. Join online communities, language exchange apps, conversation groups. Find people who are learning too.
And you know what's great about speaking with other learners? You're all making mistakes together, so there's no judgment.
Right. And you can help each other. It's a really supportive environment.
Also, if you have a friend or family member who speaks English well, ask them to practice with you. Tell them, hey, I'm working on my English confidence. Can we have conversations in English sometimes?
Most people will be happy to help, and they'll probably admire your courage for asking.
Okay, tip number 3. Record yourself and listen back.
Ooh, this one is uncomfortable but so effective.
I know, right? Nobody likes hearing their own voice.
Right? But here's why it's important. When you record yourself, you can hear what you actually sound like, not what you think you sound like.
Exactly, and you'll probably be surprised. You'll think, oh, I don't sound as bad as I thought.
Yes, most learners are way more critical of themselves than they need to be. When you listen back, you'll realize you're more understandable than you thought.
And it also helps you catch mistakes. Maybe you keep saying he go instead of he goes. When you listen back, you'll notice the pattern.
Right. And then you can work on fixing it. So here's what you do. Once a week, record yourself speaking for 2 minutes. Talk about your day, your goals, anything.
Then listen to it. Don't judge yourself harshly. Just notice. What sounds good? What could improve?
And then do it again next week. Over time, you'll hear yourself getting better and better.
Love it. Okay, tip number 4. Focus on communication, not perfection.
Yes, remember, the goal of speaking is to share ideas, not to win a grammar competition.
Exactly. So when you're speaking, ask yourself, did the other person understand me?
If the answer is yes, you succeeded. It doesn't matter if you used past tense instead of present. It doesn't matter if you said more better instead of better.
Right. Native speakers will understand you even if your grammar isn't perfect. We figure out what you mean from context.
Exactly. So stop stopping yourself mid-sentence to correct every little thing. Just keep going. Communicate your idea.
Yes, because when you stop and correct yourself constantly, it breaks the flow of conversation.
Right. It's better to finish your thought, even imperfectly, than to stop and restart 10 times.
And you know what? If you make a mistake and realize it later, that's actually good. It means you're learning.
Exactly. You'll remember it next time. Okay, and finally, tip number 5, celebrate small wins.
This is so important. You need to acknowledge your progress.
Yes, because learning a language is a long journey. If you only celebrate when you're fluent, you'll get discouraged.
Exactly. So celebrate every little victory. Did you have a full conversation in English today? Celebrate.
Did you learn a new idiom and use it correctly? Celebrate.
Did you speak in a meeting even though you were nervous? Celebrate.
Yes, these small wins add up, and when you celebrate them, you're training your brain to associate speaking English with positive feelings.
Right. Instead of speaking English is scary, it becomes speaking English feels good.
Exactly. So keep a journal or a note on your phone. Every day, write down one thing you did well in English.
Love that. It could be as simple as I ordered coffee in English or I understood a podcast episode.
Yes, and at the end of the week, read through your list. You'll be amazed at how much you accomplished.
These 5 tips, if you follow them consistently, will transform your speaking confidence.
Absolutely. Let's recap quickly. Speak every day, even to yourself. Start with safe people. Record and listen to yourself. Focus on communication, not perfection. And celebrate small wins.
Perfect. Now let's talk about your action plan for 2026.
Okay, so you have the mindset, you have the tips. Now, what do you actually do?
Right. Let's make this concrete. Let's create a simple action plan that you can start today.
I love it. Okay, here's what we recommend. Break your goal down into 3 phases. This month, this quarter, and this year.
Ooh, I like this. Okay, let's start with this month, January 2026. What should listeners focus on?
This month is all about building the habit. Your goal is to speak English every single day, even if it's just for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's so doable.
Exactly. It's not overwhelming. You can talk to yourself for 5 minutes. Describe your morning routine. Tell a story about something that happened yesterday.
And here's your challenge for January. By the end of the month, you should be comfortable speaking to yourself in English every day.
Yes, and maybe, if you're feeling brave, join one online conversation group or language exchange.
Perfect. Okay, next phase, this quarter. By the end of March 2026, where should you be?
By March, you should be having regular conversations with other people in English, at least once a week.
That's a great goal. So you're not just talking to yourself anymore, you're actually engaging with others.
Right, and you're starting to feel more comfortable. You're making mistakes, but you're okay with them. You're focusing on communication.
Love it. And here's another goal for Q1. Learn and use one new expression or idiom every week.
Ooh, yes. So by the end of March, you'll have about 12 new expressions in your vocabulary.
Exactly. And because you're using them in real conversations, they'll stick.
Perfect. Okay, and finally, by the end of 2026, December, where do you want to be?
This is exciting. By December 2026, you should be speaking English confidently in most situations.
Yes, you can have casual conversations with native speakers. You can express your opinions. You can tell stories. You can joke around.
You're not perfect, but you're confident. You're not afraid anymore.
Exactly. And when you make mistakes, you laugh them off. You don't let them stop you.
That's the dream, and it's totally achievable in 1 year if you're consistent.
Absolutely. Consistency is the key word here. You don't need to study for 5 hours a day. You just need to practice a little bit every single day.
Right, even 10, 15 minutes a day, if you do it consistently, will create massive change over a year.
Yes. So here's what we want you to do right now, today. Take out your phone or a piece of paper,
Write down your goal for January. Make it specific. I will speak English to myself for 5 minutes every morning.
or I will join one online conversation group this week.
Something concrete, something you can do.
And then share it with someone. Tell a friend, post it in an online community, or leave a comment on this episode. When you share your goal, you're more likely to follow through.
Yes, accountability is huge.
And we'll be your accountability partners. We'll be here every week with new episodes to help you stay motivated and keep improving.
Exactly. You're not alone in this journey. We're here with you, and so is our whole community of listeners.
Okay, we're coming to the end of today's episode. But before we go, we want to leave you with some final thoughts.
Yes, because we know that some of you are listening to this and thinking, this sounds great, but I don't know if I can really do it.
And we want to tell you something really important.
You can do this.
You really can. We've seen it happen hundreds of times. People just like you who were scared and doubting themselves. And then one day they decided, I'm going to try. And they did, and their lives changed.
It's true. We get messages all the time from listeners who say, I finally spoke up in my meeting, or I made a new friend in English, or I'm not scared anymore.
And every single one of those people started exactly where you are right now. Nervous, uncertain, wondering if they could do it.
But they took the first step, and then another step, and another, and before they knew it, they were speaking confidently.
That can be your story too. 2026 can be the year everything changes for you.
But you have to make the decision. You have to commit, not to being perfect, but to trying.
Right. Commit to showing up every day. Commit to being brave even when it's scary. Commit to yourself.
Because you deserve to express yourself. You have ideas, stories, dreams inside you. Don't let fear keep them locked up.
The world needs to hear your voice. In English, with your accent, with your unique perspective. You have something valuable to share.
So here's our challenge to you. Today, before you go to bed, speak English out loud. Just one sentence. Say, this is my year. I'm going to speak English confidently in 2026.
Say it even if you don't believe it yet. Say it even if your voice shakes. Just say it.
Because when you speak those words, you're making a promise to yourself. And that promise is the beginning of everything.
We believe in you. We're cheering for you, and we can't wait to hear about your progress.
So, are you ready? Are you ready to make 2026 your year?
We think you are. Now go out there and speak with confidence.
Thanks for listening to English Buzz Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other English learners.
And we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment and tell us what's your English speaking goal for 2026.
We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and keep buzzing with English.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.